Some of the biggest streamers in the entire universe are streaming a crypto game, and I'm not joking when I'm saying some of the biggest streamers. Here we have TimTheTatman, which literally ended his stream 10 minutes ago before I was about to show this off. He was streaming along with his boy Ninja here. We have Scump going on right now, playing right now to 8,000 viewers. He's also playing with Nadeshot with 2,600 viewers. We had Dr. Disrespect also live stream this game with upwards of 500,000 viewers during his stream. So clearly this is no joke. This has got to be one of the biggest mainstream promotions of a game that incorporates NFTs and crypto so far. Sure, maybe more people have heard of Axie Infinity a couple of years ago in the news when crypto was blowing up. I would say that was mostly because of the craze though, and because it had a Ponzi scheme and a big hack. Axie these days is still going, but it's not getting mainstream coverage. So what is the game? The game is Off the Grid. I talked about it recently just in my last video, how this game was coming to Xbox and PlayStation. We were reviewing, is Crypto Slop coming to consoles now? And even though in that video I covered that the best we could find was an estimated release date within 60 days, well, they just stealth launched with a bunch of massive streamers and threw out the game to everyone in early access. So as you can probably tell, it's another Battle Royale game. People have compared it to Warzone, Apex, saying it has a little bit of a cyberpunk look and feel. You can replace your limbs for different abilities. You're also looking for loot that you can extract and then take to the marketplace as NFTs if you want to. Other than that though, if you've played Battle Royales, I'm sure you're going to be familiar with this genre of game. So you can go check out the game more if you want to, but what I want to talk about is what does this actually mean? People who hate NFTs and crypto are like, whatever, this game's going to die, just like every other new Battle Royale. Give it a couple of weeks. People into crypto games are like, dude, this is the second coming. It's happening. We're going mainstream. So to me, what does this mean? What does this say about the industry? What does this say about gaming? Well, I guess the simplest one is that big creators are willing to be paid to promote games that have crypto and NFTs in them. Now, as I said about Off the Grid, all that technology is in the background. They're not really in your face about it at all. People can play the game not knowing this is even taking place. But all these big creators, I really highly doubt that they didn't know or that their agencies didn't know. And I think a team like Off the Grid is going to be upfront with their creators. So these creators should obviously know that there are NFTs and crypto in these games. Even with how highly controversial this is, they still went out and streamed the game. Now, this may be a little bit surprising because a lot of content creators have put their arms in and said, I'm not going to touch anything with NFTs or crypto because potentially with how controversial they have been can ruin a streamer's entire reputation and tank their brand. However, I don't think that these giant creators willing to be able to stream these games means that everyone else is going to be now all of a sudden. I mean, these streamers are so big that they can literally do whatever they want. Dr. Disrespect already had that NFT game Dead Drop that he was attached to. And then all the allegations and controversy came out with him. And yet people are still watching his content. He has 500,000 views on just this one stream. I mean, these streamers can do whatever the hell they want. They have so much money. They have so much brand power. They have so much following. It doesn't matter if a few people come into the stream and say, oh, how dare you stream an NFT game? Like whatever, they still have 500,000 views regardless of what your opinion or my opinion is going to be. For a small to mid-sized creator though, those relationships are much more close. They are much more personal with their community. And if people are in their community saying we are against this, then those types of creators are probably still going to hold off on streaming these types of games. So what else does this mean? Well, a game with NFTs and crypto obviously can still go mainstream if they hide that technology in the background and they have a big enough marketing budget. It maybe seems like they're spending $1 million+ just on this 1 week. I don't know how long these guys are contracted. TimTheTatman's already on his 3rd day of streaming Off the Grid. And if we go check out the comments in these streams and these videos, there are a few people talking about how it has crypto and NFTs, but honestly, for the most part, people are just not even talking about it. They're maybe not even aware. Honestly, the intro for this game is probably the best storyline setup I've seen in gaming in years. Not all of them are positive necessarily on the gameplay. Tim ain't never touching this game again after he's done with the sponsor. But others are. This game definitely has potential. Please play more of this. Advanced Warfare meets BR. Never thought this would have been an idea. The intro makes this game look freaking insane. Almost like the creator has gone insane. Gotta say, the issue is usually how you make the BR universe fit the gameplay. This is flawless. It's like when Apex came out with a more adult twist. Props to the devs for their hard work. This game is a blast to play. This game's optimization is the worst I've seen in a while for them to be marketing it like this. Literally already a battle pass shop and a monthly sub. Feels like an Eastern MMO. So if we scroll through a few comments and look for anything about crypto here, there are a couple comments. It's a crypto game. What did you expect? If it wasn't a Web3 game, I would give it much more leeway. But seeing how there's never been a Web3 game that has made it to 1.0, I doubt this one will be the one to do it. Gunzilla will sell as many digital assets as possible before they eventually abandon the game, shut down the servers, just watch. IDK if the streamers realize this yet, but the game is going to be a crypto game, meaning you can make money while playing. That is going to bring a crap ton of hackers to this game. You think COD is bad, this is going to be infested, an FPS game that you can make money from. So yeah, there's definitely people talking about the controversy of crypto NFTs. There's definitely people that are worried about it. But that was like 5 people out of the just 100 to 200 comments that I had scrolled through. Which in a way I think proves my point from the last video that even though the controversy is huge online in certain subsections of the internet, that overall the mainstream amount of gamers still don't know or don't care about NFTs and crypto. They're just neutral or just don't even know that there's a controversy going on. So this does show that games with NFTs and crypto can go mainstream. However, I do want to hit pause because I still don't think it proves that NFTs in games and crypto in games will go mainstream or make the user experience better. What this does mean is that games like this do have a shot going mainstream. And then we will have to wait and see to see if the actual NFTs and crypto are making the game better or even utilized by the majority of players. There's a few possible scenarios from here. This is just the start. This is just the launch. Obviously, one scenario is that this game just fizzles out after all these streamers play it. They're done. They got their bag. They move on. You know, I'm sure Off the Grid has more marketing budget and they're going to be marketing the game more and more. But there are a lot of battle royales that have come and gone. And it is a pretty tough market to break into. Of course, on the flip side, they could be successful. They could be one of those, you know, at least top 10 battle royales that at least last long enough to have a legitimate player base. It's still in early access, so who knows what's going to happen with, like, do people actually even just like the game enough for there to be a player base? But let's just theorize for a second that the game is successful enough. Then it's going to get super interesting because we got basically 3 scenarios from there, at least that I can think of. Maybe you can think of more. 1, people finally find out that it has NFTs and crypto and they get mad, they get pissed off, and they abandon the game, showing that the Western audience, the English-speaking audience, still doesn't want this. The controversy grows, it gets worse, and more of these games realize, uh-oh, we're in trouble. The other opposite of that is that they love the peer-to-peer marketplace so much, they love the game so much that they actually get onboarded into using crypto and NFTs and are willing to interact in that marketplace. Now, from my understanding, I gotta go play the game myself a little bit more, but I think you can interact in the marketplace without knowing anything about crypto and NFTs. That just happens in game and it creates a wallet for you. But if they ever wanted to extract that from the game or sell it for real value or for crypto, I believe that they would still need to figure out how to use the crypto wallet and all that stuff, which is a giant hurdle if you've never used crypto. It's quite frightening sometimes. So they'd have to love it enough to go through all the work to then go use cryptos and NFTs outside of the game handling for them. Or those two extremes kind of meet in the middle, which is my prediction if this game is successful. Most people will probably just end up ignoring the Web3 elements. Maybe they use the marketplace because they don't have to learn about all the crypto stuff. And then on the back end, a small percent of crypto people that also game will still win because they have nodes running all these transactions, so they're going to be earning tokens. They can still speculate on tokens and NFTs or whatever this game decides to implement. And maybe for Gunzilla and Off the Grid, that's enough of a victory for them. And maybe both sides of the argument will just realize, hey, we don't have to interact with each other. We can just both coexist. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you mad by this, that these big streamers are grabbing their bag and promoting this stuff? Are you happy? Are you excited to see what happens? What's your prediction for the game itself? And if it is successful, how all the NFT and crypto is going to be adopted or not? Thank you for watching. If you want to know more of my thoughts about Off the Grid, I did another video of how it's coming to consoles and what that potentially means. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.